This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewers' discretion is advised. If black people actually knew how to assemble themselves for a protest, the umbrella man should have been caught day one. They allowed umbrella man to walk around with a hammer, face covered up, destroying property, for which the black protesters got the blame for. That is because black people just don't know how to protest. When white people protest, they get what they want. When they wanted black people fired, black people got fired. But when black people protest for discrimination and to be treated like a man or for some type of justice, they send out the police. Or they're going to send out you a leader. And with that leader is going to come an attorney from which nothing is going to happen. But blacks, we are too easily to be infiltrated. While we're up there marching and protesting, someone else has joined the group. And from what I see now, all you have now is a bunch of sissies protesting, no men. And how is it that black people always get the blame when you can see that it is white people that are committing these crimes? Blacks need them some type of team leaders while they are out there protesting. Get you some chirp phones or some walkie-talkies or something to where you can be able to communicate. So when you see something out of line, you call the rest of the protesters and you converge on these infiltrators. There's no way that umbrella man should have been able to walk out of there like that. Y'all should have converged on him at one time, apprehended him, took that face covering off, see exactly who he is. I mean, that's what you have to do while you're out there protesting. It's not about just out there hollering and screaming. You have to pay attention to you have to be aware of your surroundings. And you have to be aware of who's in your group. You just can't let anybody walk in. And that's our problem. That has been our problem for years, is that we allow anybody to walk in. And while they're committing crimes, we stand back looking. And in the end, we get the blame. And you know why? Because you just gonna get the blame. See, because when we protest, we come out for a certain thing. Police brutality, equality, something like that. But when these other people are talking about joining our group, what is their true agenda? I mean, because they're not getting treated like we are treated, so what is their true agenda? And why is it that when we start getting arrested or whatever, these people that join the group never assist, never try to get people bailed out or whatever, and then they mysteriously vanish, drift off, to wherever they came from? That is because you don't check out and see who's trying to join the group. Do a background check. I mean, you can get that online these days. And if I can't verify your identification, you just can't join. And when we go out and protest, what type of demands are being made? I mean, what is being put on the table? And if our demands are not going to be met, then what? So that's where we get stuck all the time right there. We come out, say we want this, and we get denied this. And then we start all over again. And this plan, whoever's organizing these damn protests, say, man, y'all need to consider the source. See where the money is coming from. Who's funding these damn protests? Who's paying for the buses? Who's paying for the t-shirts? Consider the source. And you wonder why our protest never goes anywhere. As I said, that's because we don't pay attention to people that have successfully sought some type of justice and actually won and saw how they won. And I'm quite sure that we will see that we're going about this thing all wrong. They are going to try to come out now and say that they suspect that this guy could be some type of terrorist or some type of white supremacist. When they knew this from the beginning. So that's the type of stuff that we, you know what I'm saying? That's why we can't just not allow anyone to join these groups. And I see people trying to form and assemble these groups. Hey, man, I'm just not going to walk into anything. You know, there's something called being cautious. And there's something that we lack is caution. We're not cautious of people. I mean, why does this guy want to join the group? Who is he? What is his agenda? And as I said, man, when y'all out here protesting, y'all need some people's kind of spaced out here and there with some walkie-talkies or chirp phones to catch these people that are doing things contrary to what you are trying to do. And apprehend them, citizen arrest, whatever you want to call it, and hold him and take some pictures of him and turn him over to the cops. So if you see this cat out here again, you know what you have to do. You have some black people that are wishing that they can go out there and just scream and let their voices be heard, and these people are going to have a change of heart and are going to give you what you want. You don't understand that this is war. And in war, you don't give nothing to the weak. You eliminate the weak. And see, you know that they don't want to give us anything. And you have not put anything on the table that is going to make these people say, hey, I think that we should give these people what they're asking for. But you have nothing on the table to make them want to change their mind one way or the other. Because you would rather think that you could beg and plead and bow down and get the things that black people need, and that is not going to happen. It has never happened that way, and a lot of black people are going to get killed on their knees. See, black people don't understand these war tactics. And even with the damn protest, you're out there protesting, and they'll send in an infiltrator to start a fire or to fire for a couple rounds from their gun. That's to disrupt. And next thing you know, you got to start all over again on another plan, because now they want to say that the protesters are carrying guns or destroying property or creating havoc. That's because you allow these troublemakers to come in. And you want to be so peaceful that you want to handle everybody with kid gloves. That's why I say that I don't see any men out there protesting, nothing but a bunch of sissies. And at this particular point in time in the game, we need men out there. We don't need anyone that has a double mind. See, we don't need men out there that are going to allow people to enter the group and to destroy the plans of the group. I know the youngsters are out there trying to do their best, but I see some old heads out there, and they don't exemplify themselves as men. They are not good examples of men, the ones that are out there protesting. You know, the fact is that until black people present themselves as adults here in this country and maybe around this planet, we will always be treated as adolescents. Only a child asks, what must I do? What do I have to do? Because an adult knows exactly what they have to do. I know that you young protesters may have not known about this tactic, but from here on out, you catch these people trying to come in your group, you know what you got to do. We have to stop getting the blame for other people's mess.